How's it going, guys? My name is Zach with the Movie Castle, and today we're going to be taking a look at Crossroads. This is the first 4 issues, so the first plot arc of the new ongoing Image series. Yeah, we had the continuing series over at Devil's Due. That ended, and luckily Image picked this up. And to start off the new series, we really are starting off with a bang. We basically get 2 slashers that really should be dead, both coming back again and even more powerful. And because they're both attacking at once, Cassie can't be there both times. And you get some really good stuff because of that. Because Cassie can't be there and she's trapped away fighting one of the slashers, you get a lot of her thoughts about, her friends and how, she might be leading these people into danger. And also that sequence really does analyze Cassie and Vlad's relationship as well. But then with the other slasher attacking closer to home, well, we get a lot more time with our side characters. Some good stuff with Corey and Lisa, some really good action sequences with Sam, and we also do a really good job of establishing Kat Curio and saying that she's going to have a bit bigger of a part in the series going forward. So it is a really cool, big, over-the-top action sequence while also setting up where things are going to go in the series. It's a case of stuff really hitting the fan to start the series off, and if you want hack slash doing big action sequences, this really does work. You get the zombie animals in the one place, and then you get this really cool empty hotel in the other, and I do like bringing characters back, but having them be more powerful and slightly different. And wait, they're back. What is the Black Lamp Society even going to be up to? I mean, that opens a lot of doors, It's a more targeted attack, and the idea that, they're going after her, they're more powerful than you think, and who else might come back in the future. These are some really cool ideas, and I can't wait to see where they go. Anyway, though, if you guys want to see me talk about the stories in more details, I'm going to switch to the close-up camera, show you guys some of the stories, some of the art. I'll be avoiding major spoilers, though, so none of the end bits, but if you want a deeper dive, let's go ahead and switch over to the close-up camera. Alright, here we are inside the castle, taking a closer look at Crossroads. Once again, we're inside Omnibus 4, and let's bring this closer to the camera. Writer, as always, is Tim Seeley, and we pan it over here and we get to see Volume 2, number 1 through 4. So that's how they denote what series it is. The art is by Daniel Leister, who would go on to do a lot of art for and we see that this is actually the 3rd thing in this omnibus. Yeah, it's the very first issue in the ongoing series, but not the absolute first thing they put out. Anyway, flip it to the cover page and we get to see this really cool character portrait cover that has most of our main characters in it. Now, that being said, because this is an issue 1, we do get quite a few variants, and look, issue number 1, cover B, is actually where we get the cover for this omnibus, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, after that we get into the story proper. I'm not going to do any major spoilers, but I do want to show you guys some of the story and the art, and say my piece on a few plot points, so without further ado, let's dive right in. We open up with a couple in Lover's Lane, which if you're in a horror movie is not a good place to be. The beach is closed down because of all this tar, but they aren't alone, and we get to see this weird milted man is coming up to see them. Well, naturally, Chris finds out about it and is going to send Cassie and Vlad down there. However, Vlad is concerned because Cassie has been cold and distant lately. We get this moment where Vlad brings it up and Cassie's like, "Oh, you want me to smile? Fine, I'll smile." And Vlad just puts his mask down, realizing there's not much he can say. Well, the plan is for Cassie to go in the hearse, pretend like she's part of a couple having a good time, while Vlad waits around outside for the killer to inevitably show up. However, the killer is not alone. Yeah, in the ensuing battle, Cassie will notice the acid coming off of these killers. A bit of a clue there. And they're going to follow the killer to this abandoned hotel, which is a really cool location. And like one of the first things they see there is this girl chained up in the hot tub, which is full of acid, and her legs are just like skeleton legs now, so I don't think there's much hope of saving saving her. But yeah, this is a cool location. We get a fun sequence out of it. I will say, with Cassie's half of the book though, they do a weird thing where they like stop the fight and move to this other random location, I think just to get a gag out, but they should have just kept the momentum going from there. But it's still a fun sequence, and to get to see an old slasher come back is pretty interesting. Well, cut back to Immerse, Indiana, and we get to see that Lisa is talking to Elf, and of course Sam's going to scare her a little bit, but they're thinking about leaving pretty soon, and Sam decides to go on a walk, and Chris is going to go to the bar and see the new sheriff. And of course, Lisa is starting to have her suspicions. However, things are going to get shaken up when Kat Curio comes to town investigating Sam, because Sam is the person who put her in a coma all those years ago, and she sees an animal get hit by a car. However, the animal gets up as a zombie, and Kat has a new case. While investigating this, she's of course going to bump into Sam, and that's of course going to scare her. But when the zombie animals attack them, including this really big lion, well, it turns out Sam might actually be a little more helpful to her this time around, which is a lot different from the last time these two characters met each other. Chris and the new sheriff are hanging out, and it seems like something is on the new sheriff's mind. Turns out killing Libby didn't really sit well with her, and maybe the future is going to be knocked on a bit of a new path after all. But no time for that now, they get interrupted. Looks like they're going to meet Kat Curio, and we're going to get a ton of sequences with this crew trying to escape a lot of zombie animals. And I mean, like, so many that the whole town is legitimately a danger, and we're going to have to fight for quite some time. This is 4 issues, and we're going to definitely get our money's worth out of this animals attacking the town stuff. So overall, a pretty good story, kind of like a double feature with those two attacking at the same time, but Cassie being spread a little thin, wanting to go save Chris and Lisa, but not being able to, and, you know, her and Vlad working on their relationship, and yeah, just a ton of big, fun, over-the-top sequences, and getting a good bit with Sam and Kat as well. Overall, this does a whole lot and sets up a whole lot, and I really am curious where this is going to go in the future. A great way to begin the Image series, and I can't wait to read through all of it. Should be fun. Anyway, to everyone who's watched so far, thank you for watching. To everyone who's liked and subscribed, thank you. You really are helping the channel out. I'll leave a relevant playlist on the bottom. This should be my hack slash playlist, where you can see me talk about past issues of the series. Anyway, have a good day. I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Playlist here. Have a good day now.